Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Latin Empire as has for. Going up to the Denmark patch, which might explain the different appearance since the graphic mods are not updated, though extended timeline is. And I've just realised the presence of a few other things. This, and this. Even Hungary doesn't have cores on them. This clearly means that there's now more provinces. For a start. Which means I am going to have to take them off Hungary. So I'm going to add those to my interest areas and get fabrications on them in case Poland decides it wants to call me in. So this is... I am not sure you're meant to pronounce that actually. How much of a spy network did I... Okay, I must have left it on for a little. And it ended up pretty damn strong. Okay, I don't need the spy network. What I do need is a spy network in Bulgaria. But I've got all my claims there, so well. Yeah, I can also declare war on them whenever I want. Then again, I'm just waiting till these are gone. So I can get a bit more land. And to be honest, I might take Dobruja and this state here as well. But that would mess with the borders a bit. Ooh. I think I'll just take the southern area. So what can I actually do as of the immediate moment? Now, it doesn't look like the update broke anything, so I'm quite sure that's perfectly fine. Force limit is at 90,000, so I could probably support 100,000 troops if I wanted. I've got all these claims in them, but I want more. Influence, threaten war. I can't do that till this diplo is done. We can no longer claim Salento. Oh, well that sucks. Anyway, let's see. So, if I were to threaten war right now, could I get Calabria? Barely. I believe Calabria is worth more than Salento. No, Calabria is actually the worst of the provinces. But the thing is, taking Salento is also going to give a nicer looking border. But, since I have plenty of time, so I'm going to just go and sit on that. So, the Latin Empire, as you can imagine, has expanded quite considerably from its founding, where it only owned Constantinople, Adrianople, Comotino, Philippophol, Riga and Nicomedia, and now it owns the majority of Anatolia, all of Greece, including the islands, quite a deal of Bulgaria and the Balkans. Well, those are both the same thing, to an extent, because Bulgaria's in the Balkans, I'm an idiot, and probably the majority of southern Italy. Though in development, I guess Sicily may tip that to more even view. Yeah, see, these provinces don't have anything. Anything that's red is new provinces, and it looks like Portugal has one. Sweden, Denmark, yeah, they were the focus of the patch, so that makes sense. But look at the amount of new provinces up here. You can see all the new provinces. Damn, they split Holstein, so that isn't quite the same choke point province, and that's the one behind it. There's a few new ones up in Russia. What about over here? One new one in Persia. Any over here? I can see, so yeah, but that looks like a few in Africa by it looks. General positive change, I say, having a few more provinces where it matters. So, once these cores here are done, I think I'll go to all Bulgaria. And I'll be using the entirety of my army to just try and get it done as quickly as possible. So, after that, I think my focus is not going to be attacking into Europe anymore, because I'll gradually get Sicily. Sicily is pretty much guaranteed to fall. But I think it might be time to start expanding into the east again, necessarily against Rum, Azerbaijan and Egypt. Rum and Egypt are going to be the most significant. Azerbaijan is very minor. I like how they've changed a few things, like the wastelands. Well, there's no wastelands, so they're all just this, instead of just the general uncoloured. I think there might be an option for it, and I'll be honest, I have my preferences. Yeah, I haven't got anything to spend the military power on other than this. There are Burgoyes here, so it's sort of wasted, but oh well. I'll just spend a few points around the very centre of the empire. So as these cores are coming up, yeah, the unrest is going to probably go down and to the negative. There's no unrest here in the Sicily area. Not Sicily, Naples area, which is very nice. I sort of enjoy that. Let's go to speed 5. The game seems to be running a bit faster as well, so I think it's been more optimised. Now, once I've taken over Sicily and I take these provinces, so Palermo, Syracuse, and Messina, these are some very rich provinces, and the chances are I'll split half this 44 development. Yeah, that's gonna have to go to an estate, isn't it? I'd love to have that myself, though. I might give both of these to the estates to try and satisfy them, as well as more southern Italy, because Palermo is gonna be worth a lot. So that lasts another 6 years, might have to renew it. Okay, let's start pulling these guys out and about. Hungarian separatists are not a concern. Now, once I've attacked Hungary for the last time and taken those 2 provinces I want, that should leave me in the state I want to be in. Fuck off. Those are meant to be late game events. Are they triggering early? Anyway, so the industrial era, 77. Quite a bit of a way away. Also, conquering Jerusalem would be lovely. And it could serve a bit of a roleplay perspective as well. Either way. So, the only ally you have is Kiev. I am going to declare for your capital. You're losing that. And you're losing the rest of your really nicely developed southern provinces. One of these has a siege pip. Do you have a siege pip? No. Okay. Into south of Bulgaria. We use overwhelming force. It is very effective, as you see. And let's get up there and start blockading the hell out of them. and pull you off to suffer less attrition. Phew. So, just taking these 3 provinces is 91 war score in 89 overextend. No. What's this? What? There's no way I can do that. There is legitimately no way on the fucking planet I can do that. 100. That's gonna get me a humongous coalition. I can't do that, can I? Okay, if I drop to Narvo, it goes down to more bearable levels, but still absurdly high. Just that is how much they've developed these provinces. They're making them supremely difficult to take. I'm going to take Talnarvo. I don't want you developing it any bloody more than what you already have. You've done enough damage, making it 41 bloody development. And that alone is 42 aggressive expansion. That would piss off pretty much any nation I can think of. But I do not want to piss off. I guess I'm going to start improving relations with Austria and Bohemia while this war's underway. Do not mind me, I'm just gonna try and avoid a massive fucking shitstorm down here. Like, I may be an extremely strong nation, but that much is absurd. I'm not going to be able to fight a coalition that large. So I might have to eat this in a piece by piece fashion with one province at war, but that feels really bad. Like, improving relations with them will, I think, decrease the aggressive expansion. I'm not sure. I believe there's a change to it in the patch. Believe there's a change to it. They literally only have to get in their capital to embrace it. That's how much of it... that accounts for at least 10% of their development for that to occur. 10% of their entire development of the country is in this province. More on that. In Constantinople, it's just, you know, developing along as it does. And it makes it probably about, not 5%, yeah, maybe about 5% of my total development in this one city. Which means if I lost it in a war where the opponent for some reason was a human and took this out of my hands, I would lose a lot of strength from that one province. Now these two are on the borders, hence I'm gonna try and get them out first, because they're pretty major players in terms of what they could do. I believe Bohemia is going to be the slightly stronger of the two though, and he was thankfully the one with higher relations at the start. Anyway, so getting Bohemia's relations up might help keep them out of the coalition. Might. Because I do not feel like trying to fight a massive coalition. Now these two, since they're such low development, I think would be a lot easier to actually cope with when taking. Silistria taken. Move up the armies. They've got 7,000. Anyway, what else is there to think about? Well, I could full occupy them and see what I would get by the end of the war, because since some time is going to pass. Yeah, they can't pass this. And once that fort falls, I can move both armies up to these to take the last provinces. Yep, that functions quite well. Oh. Okay. I thought you had 7,000, but no. You just have 17,000 and you're not sending it in. Immediately disease outbreak. Nice. If there's anything else I do not want on the coalition... Now, I'm sad you can't open up the screen to view it if you don't have any diplomats. I'd like to view it at least. Oh, Sicily got rebels. Nice. Now, I'm not going to claim their capital immediately. Now I'm going to stop bothering them for the immediate moment. So before, I believe they were getting a hefty amount just from me taking Tarnavo. And now, they're not going to be involved in the war, which is brilliant. Well, they wouldn't be involved in the coalition, rather. And if I was to take Vidin as well, they'd still get involved. No, they wouldn't. Because relations. So this would limit it down to more manageable powers. And if I took Silistria, even then, they wouldn't join. Lithuania barely would. So, I've improved relations to the max with Austria. Let's now do it with the Treviso, because that's another small power that could cause issues if they were to enter a coalition. And, let's see. Others that are near the breaking point is Lithuania, Trent, Siena, or Siena rather, I believe. So I can actually do this in quite a calculated and diplomatic manner. Get certain powers out of it bit by bit. So there's actually a good motivation to just improve relations with everyone. Prevent yourself from getting obliterated by a coalition. It works. Now imagine this is going to be a really useful feature in the HRE. Improve relations with few, and you can make bigger expansions then with less coalition. That seems like a really neat feature in my opinion. Now I'm going to move all my 40 armies up, and I'm going to dedicate all of them to attacking at the same time. Because if I can kill this quickly, I can send one of the armies up to there. He's making a move, is he? No, he's retreating to Kiev, I think. But I should catch both armies. Yep, caught them both. And I crushed them utterly. So now, this is more limited to just a few. Like, at the end of this year, I should see the effects coming a bit more majorly. Then again, it might still go through with them, but it just might not cause them to join anymore. So I'm going to try and put them in the positive and see what that does. Right, if I can get all of these guys out, really I should be put into a position where I'm quite comfortable with my situation. Now, I can make the war last a little longer while I experiment with this feature. I don't really understand how it works, and I'm not going to attack Austria, I just haven't got the manpower and whatnot. Well, not the manpower, it's just I don't want to get more aggressive expansion after this war. Now, I should play it on the safe side and not take all of that, but I should be able to keep the coalition under a certain amount. Yeah, Lithuania is no longer going to join it, but that might be because of the tick in terms of aggressive expansion going down. What about Trent? Let's improve relations with you for a bit and see if this helps. With you. So, Bulgaria is going to be 134. Inevitable. Sicily. Yeah. So it means I might have to wait a little bit of time before I can take Hungary's 2 little provinces. Now, I doubt a coalition will fire anyway, for the simple fact is, even if one does, I still have the biggest force in the world, which is possibly going to be bolstered by my allies. Treviso's out. So I do think this feature does work. So I'm gonna probably try to get Ferrara and such out now. Treviso is doing just fine. Don't worry, Ferrara. So, yep, that was another absolutely crushing defeat for them. They've got rebels now. I can't really afford to loiter about much longer, as these rebels could prove a pain in the ass for me. So, the ones that would ultimately join a coalition at this point in time are, well, certain nations now. That I don't really care much out. Like Bulgaria, Hungary and Sicily, the big players now. Ferrara is notable, but it isn't going to be able to swing it around, I think. Nuremberg and Kiev are, I'm quite sure, pretty much irrelevant. And let's get ready to crush the Bulgarian rebel here, because I do want to keep that capital, thank you. So once I get Ferrara out, I'm quite sure I'll just go for it and get the thing done and over with. So, but this gives a rather nice reason for me to really lose a stability. Okay. Now, who else could I potentially get out quickly? Is there anyone? Nuremberg is the most likely. Where is Nuremberg? Because I may as well do it. Oh, you're actually a considerably sized nation for the HRE, okay. So crush that. Any rebellion that appears in Tarnovo is going to be of immense size, or any rebellion involving it, because it's such a high development province, which is going to make effectively any capital is the new Constantinople of Europe, which is slightly annoying, but oh well. That's how the AI does things. Almost there. I believe the breakpoint is 25, or not, because they just left. Now that's the entirety of the war. It's 100%ed, but let's get these guys up as well. let's see, is that the break point? 20. Almost. So, Nuremberg will be out presumably next month, and that's when I can peace out. The thing is, coring this is going to be a pain in itself, isn't it? It's going to hurt. So, this is the peace deal, and I just realised how far over time I've gone. But I think these new mechanics are a little powerful, but they make logical sense. If anything, I want to convert anything I can't immediately core. So Silistria and Vidin, which are both considerably developed provinces, are going to take a while. And I can't call them yet. I'm going to go for. So this is going to present a considerable challenge in that these are all now very upset. Oh my. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, where hopefully we can see what we can do about dealing with any potential coalition that rises up. And, well, see if we can get that land off Hungary, and then turn our focus towards finishing off Italy before the East. So, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye for now.